What is up, guys, and welcome back to a non-video game video. This is the first time I've been making a video that's not a vlog and not a video game in literally as long as I can remember. But the deal is I'm installing some games right now and I wanted to record. I was feeling inspired and motivated and I was like, I don't have any games except Ark. And I was like, I'm gonna switch it up. So today we're gonna play a game called Either or Would You Rather. You guys are going to learn a little bit about me, and I want you guys to answer in the questions what you think would be the better choice. Now, some of you may be too young to know some of the answers to these. We're going to start off with a good one. Would you rather be John Lennon or Paul McCartney? If you don't know, they're Beatles members from the famous band Beatles. You should know this. So really what this is asking us is, do you want to be murdered and be John Lennon, or do you want to be Paul McCartney? I feel like just the fact that if I pick him, I'm dead, I have to pick Paul McCartney. So that's okay. Apparently that's a bad one. All right, next question. Would you rather have an unattractive child or a child with bright blue skin? So let's take a minute. Let's back off and let's think about this for a second. Unattractive child. All right. There's plenty of unattractive people out there. There's plenty of beautiful people out there. But if you add in that blue skin flare, I feel like that's a recipe for success. I'm not sure why I'm saying that, but I feel like if you got a little bit of blue skin on you, maybe a lot of blue skin, you're a circus person, you're gonna probably make a lot of money, you're gonna be like a world event, like people are gonna want to see it. So it's gotta be, yeah, that's easy. That's an easy one. Oh, this one's good. Okay, if you had to die a painful death that goes down in history or a painless death that everyone hates you for. Now, I'm the kind of person that kind of wants to be remembered one day. Like I have these videos and maybe in 300 years, let's pretend YouTube's around, people can look up these videos and see them. So I kind of want to be remembered. Like I have this fear of being forgotten, which is super weird, but I think a lot of you guys can relate to that. I don't know why. It's like irrational. Like it doesn't matter when I'm dead, but at the same time, I'm like, I want this impact. I want to make this big difference. So I want people to remember that I'm here, and it's super weird. So I feel like I'm pretty good with pain. Honestly, I'm picking this one. Wow, 69% picked that one. That's unbelievable. So that shows me that a lot of people really just, why do I have headphones on? I don't even have music playing. It's like freaking habit. Okay, it feels weird to record without these on right now. But that's crazy, man. That is a crazy good question. Ooh, would you rather lie every time you're asked a question or tell the truth every time you are asked a question? So you always lie or you always tell the truth? I'm like thinking in terms of practicality. I'm like, I feel weird without these. I gotta put them back on. It feels more. No, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna push limits today, boys. We're gonna be different. I feel like telling the truth every time you're asked could really backfire in some ways, because I've done some things I just like don't want people to know about ever. And if people are asking me questions on my comments, that's the problem. But if I'm lying every time, assuming you don't know that I'm lying, that's the way to go. Gotta lie every time. Oh, okay. Apparently not many people agree with that. Okay, cool. It's basically asking, you want someone that's beautiful but you don't get along with, or ugly that you get along great with. This is like the age-old question. You know, this is a super easy choice though. I think most people are probably gonna pick the ugly person that you get along with, because it's kind of easier to change your looks. Like even if you think you're unattractive, you know, you could work out, you could do things to yourself to make yourself look better. Personality can be difficult to change, but if you're it's got to be this 100%. Ooh, that's a close one. Would you rather be unable to experience sadness or anger? Honestly, I don't get angry too much already. And I feel like sadness is a good thing, because sadness like pushes you. Like when you fail something, you generally get sad. And so if you lean into those moments where you feel sad, it's really gonna help you. So I feel like sadness is a really valuable tool, while angry is not really that valuable. So I don't really want to feel angry. Wow, a lot of people want to feel sad. They don't want to feel sad. They'd rather be angry. That's surprising. All right, this has got to be the weirdest one we've seen so far. Would you rather never be able to wear shoes or not be able to touch anything red? Now, I wouldn't be able to wear this shirt. I wouldn't be able to hold this pen because there's red on it. I wouldn't be able to use my phone because there's red on it. So I feel like obviously not going to wear shoes, because then you could wear sand. What the crap, people? What? There's a lot of stuff that's red. I don't think these people understand how much red stuff is out there right now. I'm just going to say I think the majority of people are wrong. Oh, this one's easy. Always speak your thoughts out loud or never speak. Obviously, always speak my thoughts out loud, because that's what I do in these videos. I think something and then I say it, and generally I don't even think it before I say it. Be wanted or needed. Definitely be wanted. Be needed. That's not a good thing, kids. Definitely not a good thing. You don't want to be needed. You want to be wanted. If you're needed, they depend on you. Not good. Now, this one really gets my gears turning. It's an intellectual question that's really a lot deeper than it looks on the surface. Would you rather eat a plate of poop or a human foot? And you got to consider the implications of this. If you're eating a human foot, that means potentially there's a dead human being next to you, or it's your own foot. So the right one does involve murder, but at the same time, you could cook that. It's probably a little tastier than a plate full of poop. So there's a lot of thought that goes into this one. In the end, I'm going to have to go with definitely eat a human foot, because poop's disgusting. Seems like that's a pretty unanimous decision too. That was a weird question. All right, this is a question for everyone out there in the comments. I'm not answering this one minus PC. Would you rather own an Xbox or a PS4? Let's say Xbox One or PS4. Leave a comment, just like upvote ones. If it's like Xbox comments, upvote them. If it's PS4, upvote it. Let's see which one gets more upvotes. I'm sure this video won't get as many views as most of them because it's not a game, so people won't watch it as much, but definitely do this because I want to see what you guys think. Now here we're faced with a decision where both options are equally as good. Would you rather eat Nutella or eat bacon? I'm going to go ahead and click that good old-fashioned or button in the middle because I would dip my Nutella in bacon and invent a brand new recipe and then sell it as a LoverFella's bacon Nutella surprise. I'm just gonna close my eyes and click eat Nutella. I feel like I'd probably go with bacon if I had to pick. Oh, would you rather meet your future self or your future kids? Okay, I don't know if I'm gonna have kids, and if I do, I feel like I wouldn't want to meet him. I could meet my future self and like ask him like, hey, is Bitcoin price gonna keep going up? He would tell me yes or no, and then boom, I'm a millionaire. Duh. That's the only right answer. 39% of people are so. Would you rather be able to basically live a normal human life in red or basically be a cat that has 9 lives? Okay, well, it's not a cat. Technically, you'd be a human. You get 9 lives, but you can only meow. So that's really a stupid question when you think about it. I don't want to be a cat, and I can't believe 300,000 people do. That's very weird to me. Now here's a nice fart and burp question that I'm sure all the adults out there watching will enjoy. Burp loudly every 30 seconds or let out a long-lasting fart every 5 minutes. Now before we get into this question, let me tell you boys a quick little story about Papa Loverfella and a fart. So back in high school, I think this was my senior year of high school. I'm taking AP Calculus. I'm getting ready for college. You know, I'm one of the cool kids, right? I'm a cool kid. No, I'm not. I'm lying to you. I wasn't. But anyway, I'm sitting in class, and I feel this fart coming. And I'm like, all right, it's all good. It's going to be a quiet one. Just gonna let that seep on out, let it, just kind of disperse throughout the room. No one's gonna know that it was me. So I let this happen, and then within seconds, it was as if I was punched in the face or something because this sulfuric smell was just piercing my nostril. My buddy sitting next to me looks over to me and he's like, dude, you smell that? Pretty sure there's a gas leak going on. And so at this point I realized I had really messed up. I realized this smelled worse than a gas leak. Like people were starting to freak out. Like there was murmuring going on around me. People behind me are like, you smell that? Hey, what is that, dude? Are we okay? What's going on? So I'm getting a little worried at this point. I'm like, all right. No one kind of thinks it's a fart. They just think it's a gas leak. And then our teacher gets a whiff of it. He's like, guys, I think we have some kind of gas leak. Stay calm. Nothing to do here. No, just calm down. Don't be too panicked. So everyone's on edge a little bit. 5-6 minutes pass and it's still there. It's still there. It's not leaving. And it's just like a cloud, like covering half the class. And so our teacher walks up to us and he's like, guys, I don't know what's going on right now, but I'm getting really concerned. Let's evacuate the class. Let's move out. We'll get maintenance in here. And so this fart, it probably stayed there for 25 or 30 minutes, just hovering in the classroom. It wasn't leaving. It was so dense. But the gist of the story is that I actually cleared an entire classroom. And to this day, no one except for every one of you watching this knows that was actually a fart released by yours truly. So definitely going with this. Excuse me, going with this one because I've been there and done it. It's a fantastic experience and an even better story. All right, for the rest of your life, would you rather live in a library or a prison? And if you're in the library, you can only read books. If you're in the prison, you can only watch TV. So on this one, I feel like a lot of people are probably going to pick TV because they won't read. But I feel like for me, you got to exercise your mind every single day, just like you got to exercise your body. You got to exercise all kinds of parts of you. It's like lifting weights. Like when you first start lifting, like pretend this pencil's a weight, it's going to feel heavy. But after weeks and weeks and weeks, it gets easier. So you got to exercise your brain just the same way. And so books are a great way to do that. And 42% of people, that means basically almost 1 in every 2 people in the comments would have rather picked TV on that. It's wrong, man. You got to start reading books. It's so good for you. Would you rather see how you'll die or see who you will marry? This is a really tough question. I mean, like, literally, you guys know I had a long relationship with a girl a while ago. We were together for 7 years. Thought we were going to get married, and then, things didn't work out with that. And see how I would die would be crazy. Like, if you see who you'll marry, then you're never going to date again. You're only going to date that one person. Because you're like, I'm not going to marry you. There's no point. I'll marry this person. So that would be bad. But if you see how you die, that's also a little bit depressing because you could be like, I'm going to die tomorrow. I don't know if I want to know that. This one's tough. I'm going to have to see how I die. Wow, okay, I was in the minority here. I just don't want to know who I'll marry. I feel like I would rather just have that develop naturally instead of just have it thrown into my mind. Would you rather star in an unpopular movie or a popular play? Believe it or not, I have no experience ever acting. That's probably easy to believe. I have never been acting. I've been very shy my whole life. Never even considered it until I started making videos. When I made YouTube videos, I felt pretty natural in front of the cameras that I hold. I would love to be in some kind of movie one day. I think that would be the coolest thing ever, to be in a movie, even if it's unpopular. I make like little movies every day, kind of, and I think it'd be sweet to do something like that. Here's a question that I like. Be the CEO of a Fortune 500 company or be the president. Dude, my goal when I first started college to be an engineer was to be a CEO of a Fortune 500 company. That was literally my goal. Like when I started, that's what I wanted. That is all I wanted, was to be a CEO. And now I am faced with a choice between going down that corporate route and following the money and following that CEO title that I'm after, and then following my dream on the other hand, where I'm going to get less money, but maybe feel more rewarded in my life. I'm in seriously a big crossroads right now to decide that. And it's something that's definitely on my mind, which is why I bring it up now. I feel like they're both stressful. They're both difficult. Which one's going to make you happier is probably what matters. Being the president of a prominent country could probably make a better difference. So, okay. I feel like people are like, I would rather be the CEO of Nike than the president of Australia. Does Australia have a president? I don't know. All right, here's a terrifying question. Would you rather be deep sea diving and your scuba tank runs out, or bungee jumping and your cord snaps? Well, I've never done either of those, but I can say that the feeling of suffocation would be a little bit scarier maybe than falling to your death, because you fall to your death, it's a few seconds. You suffocate. Well, maybe not, because you suffocate. I mean, when you think about it, that's like a painless process for the most part. Uncomfortable, but painless. I feel like falling could be a little more painful. So I guess the only right answer here is, what's the right answer? Deep sea diving. That'd be cool. Bungee jumping could be cool. If it snapped, I could sue. Bungee jumping. I feel good when I'm in the majority, man. I don't know why. Next question. Would you rather follow LoverFella on Twitter or follow him on Instagram? Okay, that's a good question. So there's some benefits to each. We'll go over them real quick. Follow me on Twitter, then you'll be able to, see what I'm going through each day. I'll just like type a quick, going to class, and you'll be like, whoa, that's cool. I'm going to class. I'm like LoverFella. I am LoverFella. So that's a pretty good benefit. And on the other hand, you look at the follow me on Instagram at LoverFella. There's some benefits there because you can see what I'm doing. You can be like, whoa, he's working on homework. I'm working on hard. You can be like, whoa, he's skiing right now. That's crazy. I like skiing too. We're the same, but let's be best friends. So really, there's no correct answer here. They're both equally incredible. In fact, I encourage you guys to do both of those right now, this instant. LoverFella Instagram, LoverFella Twitter. You can just go to the description on your phone, take it, turn it sideways, click on the link, and then just click that follow button. You'll be updated with my life all the time. This is a pretty simple question. So I feel like we're stuck here. We can't answer the question because that is impossible. You would do both, and there's no both button. So guys, let me know what you thought of this video. It was more of like honestly, an experimental video for me to see what you guys think about non-gameplay, more just like kind of me being me, relaxing, not really focusing on the numbers as much. I don't care how many views this video gets. It's probably going to get like 1,000. I don't care. What I want to know is, what do you think about it? Does it feel good? Does it feel something like you'd watch in the future? Is there something you would change about it? Like, let me know what you think, because I'm starting to get a little bit more experimental on my channel. And I'm starting to try to push my boundary of comfort. I want to be in a position where I'm able to do new videos and new content. When I'm feeling inspired, I don't want to be restricted to one game. When I'm feeling inspired to make a video like right now, I want to be able to make that video. I want to be able to just sit down and just make it. So let me know truly what you think of this. If you have other ideas for me, just of course, let me know, guys. Thank you so much for watching today. Definitely leave a like if you're new here. Subscribe if you're new here. Leave a like if you're old here. That's how it is. And spread the love, guys. I will see you all tomorrow.